Hi, my name is Rebecca. I'm a graduate of Ghana Christian International High School. I urge you all to subscribe to HisGov TV. Thank you.
You're welcome to HisGov TV. So over the weekend, we visited the Asin slave riverside and market. So the slave market and the slave river. And we are all aware that Asin was one of the greatest slave markets in Ghana and then in Africa, because that was where the European slave traders met with the African slave raiders to buy the captives and then transport them to the castle. And so I'll be going with a tour guide. He will join us very soon. But before we go in there, this is the entrance of the slave market and river, and they have some pictures of depicting or reenacting the history of the transatlantic slave trade on their walls. And so I thought of showing you those pictures before we begin with our journey with our tour guide to the slave river, where they took their last bath, and then where they were sold or bought by the European slave traders, and then they will be finally transported to the Elmina Castle or Cape Coast Castle. So these were some of the pictures, and I think the explanations of some of these pictures are also inscribed beside it. And this was a plaque that showed the time that the whole place was inaugurated, somewhere in 2004. Yeah. So these are very emotional pictures, and this illustrates the place that they took their last bath. And this is where we are today. And today we will see the river where they took their last bath, and then we also look at the market, the Asin slave market, the biggest market, slave market in Africa and in the world. So this was the branding of the captives. So after they purchase the captives, they brand them, the European traders brand them so that they can easily identify them. This were some of the punishments given to some of the slaves who rebelled. And this punishment was mostly given to slaves who were resorting to eating sand. Some of them resorted to the eating of sand so that they could die. And so they give you that so that you are not able to eat the sands. And so this is after they have taken their bath and sold from this place that we'll be visiting very soon. Then they are taken to the castle, and this is the capture from the African raiders. So you see over there, they did not have chains, so they used woods in order to keep them in check. And so they were marched from the interior, the northern part of Ghana, right through to the coast to Asin, so where they will have their last bath, and then they will be sold or bought by the slave merchants. So yeah, this is the slave raiding, how they were caught from the interior. So let's go in there and meet our tour guide.
Just add your name on.
Okay, so this
to show that you have been here.
Okay, so this is the wall of return for all the
the year 2004.
Okay, it started in 2004. 2004 for all the returnees who came here. Some of them, when you come, you write your name as a returnee on the wall to indicate that you were here. Can we have any popular? Let's go closer and see something. So we have some names here from Switzerland. Of course, Reverend Joseph. Of course, Benedict College. So all these are people who came back. We have Howard University, Canada. So this is the wall of return for all the returnees who came here. They wrote their names on these walls. Okay, so this is the Mausoleum area.
If you come because of passion, meditation, or capture that.
Okay.
How about I use your
Okay, so the meditation lawn, we are told when you come, as I said, because of what we met or we heard at the slave market, you could be in a very, very sober mood, very, very sad mood. You come around here to meditate. And some of these returnees could not take it any longer. So this is where you come and meditate. So this is the mausoleum. This is where we have the monuments. So the wall of 10. Then we have the memorial wall of return also over here. Memorial wall of return also over here. Okay. So let's have seen something we call ancestral graveyard over here. Let's follow our tour guide as he tells us what these graveyards are. And these graveyards, let's see what they are.
Oh, you see, in 1996, Rollins went to Jamaica, and they told Rollins that we want to come to Africa. I said, oh, how am I going to receive you?
Okay.
Then when they came, they said, okay, if that is so, we have a festival called Emancipation.
Emancipation, good.
So when it came, because sometimes the Panafest.
Panafest, yes.
Then they said, okay, they took the project. So when I was teaching very strongly by then, so we recruited the school children, and then they changed the route to this place. So it was in 1998 that they agreed that they are going to establish this place.
Okay, 1998.
So they impressed upon Rollins that they want to come to Africa.
And the demand of the returnees, yes.
Come to home.
Okay.
Why are you going to keep them?
So it's not even the government of Ghana's policy to even do this. It was done by initiated by the
1996, and then we established
by
in 1998.
those in the diaspora.
Yes, in 1998.
Wow.
So we brought this skeletal remains, as Mr. Bonzi said.
Okay.
In his this thing.
So
Lady Crystal.
So who are these people?
See, Crystal.
Okay.
Crystal was a descendant of slaves.
A descendant of slaves. Okay.
And then she went on hunger strike. That they should release them. If they not release it, she would die.
She died.
And she died.
Yes. And that's how some of the slaves were rebelling.
Yeah, so
for hunger strike.
So she was buried there.
And then she died. Okay. So that is her grave.
Yes.
Lady Krista, I'm told, went on a hunger strike because he wanted her freedom and it was not given to her. So he resolved to hunger strike. And he died out of that. That is very sad. Very sad.
Samuel Castle.
This is Samuel Castle.
From US.
From the US of A.
Why US? Because when they heard that we are coming to inter this year, they said, no. My grandfather was a student in the US.
Okay.
The graduate said, no. My grandfather also died as a soldier, but because of his color, he was not given the befitting
burial. Yes.
So we should bring him to Africa to give him a befitting burial.
That is before he was, when he was still alive.
When he died in US,
he was
not given the befitting burial.
Okay.
He said, no, please bring my grandfather to.
Oh, okay, so he
initiated
that somebody should bring grandfather. Okay, so this for Samuel Kesson, also a descendant of slaves who was brought here, re-entered over here on 31st July, as you can see on the plaque over there, from the United States, 1998. Lady Crystal was from Jamaica. Of course, Lady Crystal was from Jamaica. Okay, that's so. So
this one last year.
Okay, last year.
Barbados.
Okay, from Barbados.
They were also there, so we brought some of the remains to be reinterred because we are still remembering them as brothers and sisters.
So for now, you have only 3 descendants of slaves. One from Jamaica, Lady Crystal, and then Samuel from the USA. Okay, and this one is from Barbados. So is it yet to be revealed?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. So anyone who requires to come here, who wants to be buried here?
Yeah, but next time we are not going to bury them. We have got a mark. We are getting a cemetery for all of them.
Okay.
Here is the initial. That's why we are here.
Okay.
We are not going to have
them more here.
This place will be full.
Yeah.
If we see all of them.
But they demand to come here.
Yes.
They ask to come here. Okay.
Oh, this is historical pictures.
Okay. Let me go around these ones. I know some of them. I've seen some names, some pictures. I've seen some pictures over here. Let me just go in there. And it's very, very sad. Very, very sad. This is the graveyard. This is the whole place. I've seen some images of some great historians over here. Okay. This man here, I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know him. I've seen some Afro-American. I'm sure he'll be a descendant of slave. And then we have this man over here, Marcus Garvey Jr. We all know Marcus Garvey, who was championing the Back to Africa, the repatriation. This is Nathaniel Tanner. Yes, a 12-year slave, the guy who was sold into slave, a free man, but he was bought, I think, again, and was recaptured. And then he spent 12 years in slave. I think it's a movie. There is a movie on him. Then we have Sojourner Truth. I don't know about this man. We have Frederick Douglass over here. Martin Luther. All these people are descendants of slaves. Harriet Tubman. Good. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman. Do you have any information about these people?
Oh, yes, if you want to come later.
Okay, later.
But that one very important is Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey, yes, Marcus.
The cadential lines.
Yeah.
To lead the people in the diaspora and Africans.
Yeah, Harry, I've been hearing their names. Some of them are movie.
That's why I'm saying that later you can come and
yes.
take the picture.
Okay, and this is W.E.B. Du Bois. Yes, so these were the Pan-African people who were interested. Booker T. Washington. All these are descendants of slaves. Then we have the first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So this is the slaves. Then let me check here.
Okay, go check that. When you come, then we talk about their slaves.
Okay. So George E. Ferguson, Ekem Ferguson. Yes, this man was very instrumental during the British rule. We have his image over here. George Padmore. Most of these are African American people. And then we have Queen Nanny. Okay, Queen Nanny also over there. The image. And then we have Malcolm X. Malcolm X, also an African American. All these people are famous for descendants of slaves. Okay, Emmanuel. I've seen this picture on the net, but I don't know that he's called Emmanuel. So this is the Mausoleum of the slave site. So this is what you would come to see when you come to the slave site. Good. I know you have been enlightened. Subscribe to the channel for more of these historical heritage. And thank you very much for your time. So in the meantime, I'm just give you a background of the whole place.